terms, as in you don't need to worry about settings or whatever else, will be Aerofly FS2. Do you know, it's just, put it this way, I'm going to download it. I haven't had it installed in a long time, but I'm going to download it and just try it out in VR. I was in X-Plane 11 last night in VR as well, just comparing everything like with like. And speaking of X-Plane 11, there's going to be a new scenery we're showing you off soon. The guys over at Boundless, which includes Kino 35. He's an Irish scenery developer. Well, they've been working on Alderney, and it's due to release in the coming days. And well, we have some previews to show you. So we might do that on Saturday, which should be very interesting. So we are now airborne. It is time for some musics and stuff. So we just need to find the buttons that do that. Oh wait, do you know, we'll do this one. Yeah! Hello, Fireflies. So we'll stay in the area, fly around the airport until everyone gets airborne. Might take a few minutes. So for everyone who's flying here with us tonight, the virtual pilots, do now press the number 2 into the chat. Let's get a head count to see who's here. Keane Lafford, you have to count. We're getting you trained for the Eurovision. Mahoney says, Murph, did you buy the Beach 99? Not yet, my dude. I think Warhamster is going to treat us to a review. 47 or 48, says Keen. Nice.
Maverick 1 contact maps and approach on 129er decimal 45. 129er decimal 45 Maverick 1.
Ribbon says, beautiful scenery, and what nice weather. It's just fantastic, isn't it? Time for a shameless plug. So if you guys are new here, thank you very, very much for joining us. We live stream every Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Zulu time right here on YouTube. And then again on Fridays at 8 p.m. over on Twitch. If you do like this sort of content, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Kinda helps the channel, don't you know? And be sure to ramble over to our Discord. We got a whole load of information over there. Some fantastic people. Even our very own flight school. So the link for Discord has gone in through the chat. Colonel Fork says, I feel like I picked the wrong livery for the flight. Are you sporting something from the Luftwaffe? Nicolas Caraman is in the house. He says, where are you flying? At the moment we're in northern France. We're going to be tipping across Belgium to Antwerp. And then finally we're going to be going to Paderborn over in Germany. We're here with the flying circus of the two-tone Murphy Fireflies. As we still got some peoples taken off. We're going to change our heading now. New heading of 360 degrees. We're level here at 4,000 feet. Our speed is in and around 150 knots, give or take. And we're we're just kind of hanging around for a little bit. Ed Reed says, congrats to Two-Tone Murphy on the 4.74 thousand subscribers. Hooray! Many thanks, Ed, and many thanks to all the wonderful people for joining the channel, for all the subscribes and everyone in the chat. You guys are freaking awesome. And sending you much love. Many thanks, my guys. So it's a relatively short hop to our first stop of the evening, as we're just enjoying the French countryside here. Ricky Kelleher says, come on, Murph. Peter Pascal says, Murph, I like the music very much. It's like Biker Simulator. Okay, we're going to set in a new heading. A left turn headed west, 270 degrees. I'm heading a slither. Mahoney says, who's the guy with the thumbs down? Show yourself. We can't please them all, my dude. Look at this setup. It's like the supermarchés, you know, like the big massive shopping centres you get in France. For those of you who've been to France, you know where they sell like literally everything. They're fantastic. Ruben says, now you just said it. How would one be able to change, let's say, the kind of livery was live flying? You could have developer mode on, but there's no clean way of changing the livery like what we have on X-Plane. I'm just waiting for some genius of a developer to come up with that idea by having a little click button and then it'll reload in a new livery. However, if you have the likes of Join FS, well then you can change it. And you can change everyone else's as well. If I wanted a fleet of Moonies, I can change everyone's plane visually to make it look like they're flying in Moonies. Or I can put us all into Cessnas and change them into Eurofighters, which would be very slow flying Eurofighters. Or maybe Eurofighters as Cessnas. You see where I'm going with this. Philip says, Cara 4, that's the one. You can go in and buy literally anything they have on sale. It's like Walmart. See, we have this coherent GT thingamajig already. The frames be getting twitchy. So we're going to head down to 180 degrees. So a Cara 4 is like a Walmart. It has everything in it. It's like a brand. So they have like Champion and just like Supermarché. Cara 4 is a huge brand in France, and I think across Europe. Shiny Edmund says, love how you involve us, Murph. Not at all. You involve me. I'd be sitting here talking to myself. At least I have you guys to talk to now. Keep me interested. So we have some fantastic formation flying going on. Don't act like you're not impressed. Southwest 2115. I'm in a TBM. Nice, dude. It just looks nice. Philip says, challenge accepted, watch out for superfluid HE. Scott says, then Mrs. Two-Tone would yell at him for talking to himself. She would, she just would. David says, you forgot the overlay. that overlay has been the bane of my very existence. I didn't actually forget it. I had to not use it. And there's good reason for not using it this evening. Because there's something going on in my system. Why all of a sudden I'm having issues with, like, you know, a laggy camera and general settings, and I haven't updated nothing. So I need to roll back. Well, what did you change? So yeah, we'll figure it out soon enough. So as we settle in, we're going to follow our autopilot with the magenta line. Hit nav mode. Philip says, sorry guys, it was my stupid idea, and I nearly made a stream not work Monday night. There's always other reasons. I was trying to stream directly onto YouTube, and then with the internet, it just kind of said, nah. So like I have a lot of beta programs running on my system, and yeah, it's kind of working. Mahoney says, I can't wait for the day we join. I can't wait for the day we join the fest. It will be awesome. Looking forward to it, dude. We'll do something soon. Because it'll be very interesting to see, you know, the frame rate issue. I imagine it'll go away. Or at least that's what we're hoping for.
129er decimal 45 Maverick 1. Manston approach Maverick 1 1,600 feet. Maverick 1 Manston approach. Continue as planned. Altimeter 3, 0 decimal 30. Maverick 1 contact Paris Center on 126 decimal 475. 126 decimal 475 for Maverick 1. Paris Center Maverick 1 3,100 feet. Maverick 1 Paris Center continuous.
Just the noises of all the planes. Fantastic flying though, guys. It looks epic. LM Vids in the house. Kane Leffert says, I have a European friend that likes to play chess with me. He's my checkmate. Sean O'Reilly says, hi, can I be your mod? Many thanks for the offer, Sean O'Reilly. We're okay for the moment, my dude. But we'll keep you in mind. Be sure to be rumbled over to our Discord. I shall put in a little link for the Discord. Ricky Keller says, I'm continental noob on the sim. Please direct any complaints to me here. Gibbo says, which ghost was president of France? Huh? The quizzes are getting, well, head scratching. Look at the state of the formation plane here. Hats off to you, my dudes. Charles de Gaulle. Oh dear. I knew I should have seen that coming. Shiny Enderman is away. We'll see you soon, my dude. Charlie Egan says, how does one become a mod on the channel? A rigorous initiation. Basically, the guys have been here since, well, some of the very early days, offered. And, yeah, they have a lot of experience. And they were very kind to offer their services. Ryanair's in the house. I would ask you to clarify that statement abruptly, please. Before I start pressing a button. It's a launch button. Car 85 rambles in. Good to see you, my dude. Sean O'Reilly says, you sound like an Irishman. Indeed I am. Captain Sickbag is in the house. Good to see you. Just dropping in and say quick hello and quick goodbye. It's been one of those days. I totally understand, my dude. Hope you're keeping well. Many thanks for taking the time to see us. Really? Who's pregnant, Ryanair? Interesting. Frostmite is in the house. Saw your stream and my recommendations. Where are you flying to? So, you're very welcome along, my dude. We've just taken off here from a little airport in the north of France, just outside of Calais, called Saint Ingelvert. And we're heading over to Antwerp in Belgium, and then it'll be over to Paderborn in Lippstadt over in Germany. Hope you're keeping very well, and many thanks for joining us here. Randy Hurst is in the house. He says, hello all, just watching today. Wish I could be there. Well, we miss you, Randy, but I hope you're keeping very well. We have a goose approaching. The Grumman goose. Absolutely fantastic looking. Klaus Schmidt has rambled in. Paderborn is a nice airport. It's where I live. It's also a free airport. It's available in the Microsoft Marketplace in the Sim. It's Aerosoft's. It was the first add-on for Microsoft Flight Sim, and it's a freebie. Frostmite says, awesome sub. Many, many thanks. Bill Boardman says, who's in the goose? It's Epic Fool, of course. Doing well to keep up with us. that. Give Ireland says, Murph, what's the next thing being released on Microsoft Flight Sim that you're most looking forward to? Is it the UK update? I am looking forward to that. The biggest thing for me is going to be DirectX 12, because as soon as I have that one figured out, then the focus is going to be on optimizing the absolute genie out of the sim. As soon as DirectX 12 is released, that means they've got a stable platform in which there's no point, you know, squeezing DirectX 11 or any other engine coding. That there's no point, because they're moving the platform over to DirectX 12. So as soon as it gets to DirectX 12, then we're going to see a whole load of optimizations, and hopefully, as soon as they ironed out any of the bugs and optimizations, then they're going to start adding in features. But it has to be done that way. Adam Hawkins says, can you do a loop? Can we do a loop? Well, Adam, because it's you and you've asked so nicely, I'm going to try. But in fairness, this will probably end up terribly bad. But we'll give it a shot. Draco's in the house, good to see you. Draco says, Murph, I found free Adobo liveries, or Sobo liveries maybe, caused my sim to hang checking for an update, remove them, and I'm up and running again. Aha! Adam says, it's not a game, it's a way of life. As King Quarantine, or hang on, I read that wrong. King Quarantined. Hello, my dude. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. So Adam has asked us to do a loop, and sure, look it. Adam's been very nice to show off his new scenery with us, so if this goes terribly wrong, we shall blame him. So can we actually do a loop in a barren? We shall dip the nose down to increase our speed, and it's super laggy. John Riley says, I'm an editor and a mod. Cool, dude. So, strap yourselves in. Metaphorically or in pretend, fasten your seatbelts. You lot, stay back. Stay back, I say. 195 knots. 200. And we'll give it a bash at that. Let's go for it. It's happening. The loop is happening for Adam Hawkins. Come on, you divil you. We felt every bit of that.
Paris Center Maverick 13,500 feet. Maverick 1 Paris Center continuous plan. Altimeter 30.30.
And we're okay.
Maverick 1 contact approach on 127.33.
Kind of.
Going to 127.33 Maverick 1.
And I spilled me drink all over the place. Right, back over to our lovely autopilot. We apologise for the crazy madness. We didn't mean it. Murphy's gone loopy. I know, right? Philip says, actually, if you do a loop properly, you won't spill the drink. It depends on a lot of things, Philip.
Approach Maverick 1.
I've been in an airplane whilst doing a loop, and I can guarantee you, my drink spilled. Huey and Ralph. Ricky Callagher says, I did one, and the lady gave out to me, shouting, stall. Well, that was like, I don't know, eventful, kind of, sort of, nearly. That wasn't your drink. Philip says, I hold a PPL, not ready for aerobatics though. That's okay. And congratulations on your PPL, dude. No walk in the park. Andrew Brown says, watching you all behind me, I look like a Ferris wheel. Okay, we're about 25 minutes out. It's a bit jittery. We shall learn to adapt and overcome. Frostbite says, imagine if Murph is your pilot and you suddenly the Boeing 777 you're flying is casually upside down. I know, right? Pilot Peely says, I did one in a glider. You see all the grass and rubbish past your face on the way and then back down the other way. I know, right? Ricky says, I say if the sound effects thing was working, there would have been 30 redeemed medics screaming. I know.
I'm back, by the way.
So it's all kind of nice and chilled and relaxed. As we're tipping across the countryside. Close to Belgium. That's kind of weird. Dunkirk is over that direction. So it is Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. We're getting close to the weekend. How is your week going so far, my dudes? Keane says, a Boeing 777 isn't traditionally an acrobat aircraft. Well, I can tell you, it is now. Now, I've noticed we're missing someone from the chat this evening, so we're sending her our love, hoping she's okay. And we should play this in her absence, knowing that when she comes back, she has to do two of them. Scott says it's been a busy week, more to come. Kenneth Naughton's in the house. Did a loop in a chipmunk. And as I went inverted, it stalled, and the canopy started to slide back. Oh! Pilot in the front seat managed to reclose the canopy. Greyhawk says, best week in a long time for me. Fantastic news, my dude. Gamer Boy's in the house. Peter Peskov says, I took the King Air flying with 4% throttle. And you're still too slow for me. Gamerboy says British ? Is in the location or me? We're in France, on our way into Belgium, and I'm Irish. Right next door. And of course, Annalise's partner in crime, Alison, who we know is very busy this evening. Sending our love as well. Hope you're keeping very well. Many thanks for providing the flight plans. And sure, look, while we're here, a big shout out to the Two-Tone Murphy team of moderators. As always, you guys looking after things in the chat, on Discord, and for the channel in general. My absolute thanks to one and all. We have Scott Voigt, Seamus McNeil, Ed Reed, Alison Johnson, Colonel Fork, Dangerous Brian, Dougal McTavish, Stuart Payne, and Mrs. Two-Tone. These are all brilliant. Now, what were we going to do with the... Oh, yeah. I'm feeling I'm going to have to start changing my music soon. We're running out of it. I don't say we're running out of it, like... We're kind of running out of it. Colonel Fork says, well, I can't remember where I flew on stream Sunday or where Murph flew on Monday. I mostly remember where I flew yesterday and now I'm here. That's about normal for me. Now, how do you pronounce this one? Is it J. Said? Or J. Capt? But he says, hello from Barcelona. Hola, amigo, from Tipperary. I hope you're keeping very, very well. Scott says, what? Have you gone to the end of the internet? There are thousands of songs, but I've only about 20 or 30 of them on the little button, so I need to put more on the button. Oh, the stutters. This coherent draw thingy. Right, so there's definitely a link to flying on the server. So it's only a matter of seeing if this will work on Join FS. That could be interesting. We shall do it for science soon. Actually, here's the thing I need to do. I haven't tested this yet. I wonder will this fix it? By not having all the planes around me, I wonder will it stabilize? Don't mind me now for a minute, lads. I will reappear very soon. Rudiger says, Murph, question. Is there any difference flying in full screen mode or windowed? I don't believe so. That didn't help.
125
Or did it?
0 Maverick 1. Russell Center Maverick 1 3.
No, it's still pretty awful.
Feet.
Maverick 1 Russell Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 30.30.
But I reckon it's something that's definitely tied in to flying on a server. There they are. Kevin says, Murph, is it not since you changed your generic aircraft setting that this started? I don't believe so, dude. It's only since so trying to I'm trying to remember actually when all this kicked off. Yeah, like the GT Draw thingy, or GT Draw, is a library for rendering 2D content. It's not server related, but content, probably for the extra content from nearby planes. Possibly. Technical says, Murph, have you ruled out the UI you use for the name tags as the issue? No, but we can. We can do some testing as we're flying. Confork says, I'm running the UI mod without the issue. Yeah. David says, this is a factor, but I have name tags off at the moment. And I had to restart. My coherent GT draw timer is counting up too soon, having to just give up. Yeah. I don't know, it's annoying and all, but like, it is what it is. We'll figure it out some stage in the day. Ricky says, if it includes buttons, don't chance it. I know, right? It's definitely a sim issue, and it only happens, like, put it this way, this does not happen to me on my system when I fly in offline mode, or if I'm not, like if I'm in VR, like flying with Colonel Fork last night, no issues. None at all, zero. And even at the start of today's stream, no issues. So, it is what it is. I'm not terribly worried about it. It's so stuttery. Victor says, Murph with buttons, or Murph with buttons always reminds me of DT from Texas Laboratory. Whittaker says, Murph, any plans to challenge us with a carrier landing? Very good question. Tomorrow night on Colonel Fork 85 stream, he's planning fighter jets. And if all goes to plan, I shall be joining in for the crack. And I'm going to try and do it in VR. And I do believe there's going to be an aircraft carrier on his flight plan. So that's going to be fun. Oh, the simulated horror with the frames. Like, when it comes to the hardware then, my CPU percentage is only around 10% from the sim, which is nothing. Memory is running at about 35% of my 64 gigs, and the graphics card is running at 20%, so it's definitely not a hardware issue.
Maverick 1 contact Brussels approach on
And that's what happened when you press buttons.
120.105.
Oh dear.
120.105 Maverick 1.
Now it might fix it,
Brussels
or
approach
completely
Maverick
right
1,
it. We'll find out
2,100
shortly.
feet.
Cap at 9 is in the house, good to see it.
Maverick 1 Brussels approach continue as planned. Altimeter 30 decimal.
Gaz Robinson's here, he says, hey mate, just popped in to drop a like. Many thanks, my dude. Colonel Fork says it'll be Miramar to the Star Wars Canyon, Carrier near San Fran, and then NAS Fallon. Looking forward to that one, Colonel Fork. Kenneth says, was someone flying something they shouldn't, Murph? No. Murph and Doffin pressed the big old red button that says, don't touch the button. But I'm trying to see can I fix it. Every chance it'll like completely crash the sim. If it survives, well then I figured it out. If it doesn't, it won't. I thought I'd play the somber tone. We'll go to this screen. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I'm having a technologically disturbing evening. The camera is all laggy. The sim is under pressure. There's one frame per... Yes. Please wait while the process is written to the file. And I reckon it'll stay there forevermore. If I hit cancel, what'll happen? I'm fairly certain the sim now is just in a state of, you know what? We're not going to play anymore. So if I go to this, and half fix it, then we'll launch it from this, and then we'll do something else over here. So we'll play this one. As it's all restarting up again. And we're going to try it with the Unimod gadget turned off. It could be the reason, we don't know. Ah. Peter Thomas says, the scenery is awesome. I know, right? Cabin 9 says, good to see you, Murph. I'm just in time to see my hometown of Antwerp. I grew up there. Nice, dude. Peter says, Murph, have you checked the cables? If yes, then turn it off and turn it on again. It's like the IT crowd. Have you tried turning it off? It's grand. We'll figure it all out. I will get to the bottom of it. Every night I think, that's what I want. And no, the next night it's just like, no. Keen says, you should boot up X-Plane to really annoy it. Yeah. I just need to stop pressing buttons for a while. It'll be fine. Ricky Callagher says, to be fair though, the gamer tags on the sim are ugly enough. The big grey boxes get in the way, especially for streamers. Yeah. Dougal says, have you given it a long, hard stare? I will soon. It's building up. Clyde Aaron says, any news on Microsoft Flight Sim using FOV as us with ultra-wide screens are waiting impatiently? I'm not sure. I haven't figured that one out either. I was reading up that they are implementing, or planning to implement a whole load of stuff. They just haven't got around to it yet, but they will soon.
Stall. Stall.
Mahoney says, with the right amount of HD textures and stuff, X-Plane 11 is not looking so bad at all. I agree. And I can see that X Enviro is now running on Vulkan, and that's very good. I mean, that transforms what X-Plane can do and how it looks. Anyway, we'll find them soon. We have found the pack. I've not seen any of these funny glitches today, says Peter Thomas. Mahoney says, I can run X-Plane 11 on full max graphics with Vulkan. Yeah, it's super cool. Kenneth says, maybe Mrs. Two-Tone needs to reboot your system. You should try another Windows task CPU clock. I'll try that actually. I'll wait for Microsoft to come back to me. They're aware of it, like, so usually when you have a bug like this, they don't ignore you. They will try and figure it out. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. It's butterly smooth again.
Brussels approach Maverick 1.
So CDI,
Request clearance
nav
to
mode,
transition Charlie airspace.
altitude, let's go to, what we're saying,
Maverick 1 Brussels approach.
4,000.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
That was sore.
Cleared through Charlie airspace Maverick 1.
So, altitude 4,000. V-speed, oopsie Betsy. You go. And I think we're good again. So we've the horrible name tags on, which just don't look nice, but we're going to leave them on for a few minutes. And see if it does what it did momentarily ago. Momentarily ago. I'm probably miles behind now. Where are we on the old map? We're not too far away. Would it be leaking oil or something to do with the cooling components? No. It's not a PC issue. It's purely a sim issue. But it's grand, lads. We'll figure it out. Someday we'll figure it all out and it'll all be wonderful again. So until then, we'll enjoy the smoothness. And for the moment. It'll be interesting to see now by removing the UI mod. But anyway, it all looks really nice again, and it's time for a shameless plug. Because it looks nice. So if you're new here, welcome aboard. Many thanks for joining us this evening. We live stream on a Monday and Wednesday right here on YouTube at 8 PM Zulu time. And then on Friday nights, it's over to Twitch at 8 PM Zulu time. Hope you guys like this kind of content stuff. Because I love it. And we will be jumping into X-Plane soon. I miss my choppers. And I miss my PA-28s. But the good news is, Just Flight are working on their own rendition of the Piper PA-28. That's going to be released for Microsoft Flight Sim in the coming weeks. Also, the DC Designs F-15 Eagle is due to release in about a week or two. Really looking forward to that one. We're picking up the crew. Seamus McNeil says, it sounds like you're giving me a plug every time you say that. So for the moment, it's behaving. I haven't been over this neck of the woods before. I was never in Antwerp. But the approach certainly looks nice. Mahoney's Gaming Channel says, nice mods, Murph. See you next live. Oh, sorry to hear that, my dude. But at the same time, you must have done something to annoy him. Doesn't take much to rattle my guys. But thanks for your time, but if it's not for you, take it easy out there. As we can marvel in the smooth frames for the moment. Ah, look, down in front is down in front. Here's Johnny Screenfly. Oh, the name tags. They're back with a vengeance. Captain Naughton says, I want to see the Milviz Cessna 310. Oh, now that is looking nice. Thomas Corker says, I couldn't make it tonight. A big hello to everyone. Enjoy the flight and a special hello to WB1990. Well, many thanks, Thomas Corkish. Hope you're keeping well, my dude. Many thanks for stopping by. I want to get explained. I heard they have Gazelle helicopters, says Peter Thomas. They do. They even got an Irish Air Corps Gazelle livery in there. What's the Gazelle from? JDR, I think, or JDL, or one of them. It's very, very good. Combat 9 says, too bad it isn't photogrammetry like Brussels is. Mr. Zed says, Antwerp is amazing. Sweet. So, danger close. It does look nice here. JDR says Sean O'Reilly. That's the one. Luxor says, time to run a few circuits. Nice. Me feet are freezing. Did I tell you my heater's broken? We've an oil, well, it's kerosene. And it decided to say, Murph, you're having a week of technical glitches. I'm going to do this to you now. And it stopped working. Fantastic fun. So there be it, Antwerp Airport directly below us. We're going to fly around the area for a minute, chase around the river and then fly back in, and then hopefully catch you guys coming in for a landing, so bear with me. Autopilot coming off. Scott says, what? No peat in the fireplace. We have no turf to burn. We didn't actually light the fire. Okay, so here's one for you, right? I put a telly on over the fireplace, you know, on the wall, on the chimney breast. And I'm kind of afraid to light the fire now because I know, like, the mantelpiece will hold any heat coming up. But, like, Do you know, Murphy's Law and everything. Kingsman says, real bad lag on my side. Oh. Kat says, is it kerosene or kerosene? It's kerosene. So it's not photogrammetry. This is all using the Black Shark AI technology, giving us a rendition of Antwerp. But I gotta say, it looks okay. Like they did the same in Dublin, and there's some pretty important landmarks in Dublin, and I'm kind of raging they're not there. But in saying that, I did see a freeware add-on that you can pick up over on, I think it's flightsim.to. I could be wrong, but it's essentially Dublin with Google Imaging, and it looks fantastic. It is amazing in VR. We played that one already. Quiet you. It's amazing in VR and not too bad in the normal screen. But it is quite nice. Don't play with fire, says Ed. I know, right? Ricky Kelleher says, when are they going to do Cork? MK Studios are working on Cork at the moment. That'll be probably released April, May, all going well. Keith B is in the house, just finished work and now getting my log on. See you in a few. Log. He said log. The logs. It is nice here, isn't it? Andrew Noble 70 rambles in. He says, hello, Mr. Murphy. Hello, Mr. Noble. Hope you're keeping well. Good to see you, my dude.
Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Maverick 1 Russell's approach. Squawk tree 627.
Squad 3627 Maverick 1.
Peter Pascal says, install Google Earth for desktop. It has a menu option to enter flight sim. For real, and it looks nice. Sweet.
1,000 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Barbara Caltalk is in the house. He says, where are you now? We're flying around Antwerp, my dude.
Airspace Maverick
Biggles PG1965 is here. He says, hi, Murph. What server are you on? We're on the North Europe server, my dude. Warhamster says, the Beechcraft 99 is kicking my posterior. So there, be it the airport. Swing around here to the right hand side. Kingsman says, we'll have to re-download my X-Plane. Ricky Kelleher says, there's some island to the north of the airport that looks like a maple leaf. I'm using default, so maybe it's just me. Mrs. Two Tones in the house. Hi all, hope you're keeping well. Hope you're keeping warm, rather. I'm freezing. I know it's freezing. We should have lit the fire. Brian Clark says, there's a runway 29, Murph. Is it 29? We have 11 or 29. I think we're going for 11. Alan Vitt says expected runway. I think it's going to be 11, my dudes. Aaron Dempsey says, how do you install liveries? You got to put them into your community folder, but there is a livery add-on management file program thingy-majig. If you have a look on YouTube, you'll see the top free add-ons for Microsoft Flight Sim. Have a look and you'll see one of them, and that'll do it all for you. Super handy. Which one is 1-1? Oh, sorry, I was looking at it upside down. Runway 11. What did the wind say? We'll find out now when I land. We've got this. It's totally fine. Face cam on for the dramatic effect, as I'm going to try and put this machine onto the runway. So gear coming down. There's definitely a bit of wind on our left-hand side pushing us across the way. Scott Voigt is having some Irish breakfast tea at the moment. A grand old cup of cha. A little bit bumpy as we're coming in. Buildings look fantastic. I think the winds are favouring runway 29. That's okay. We've got this, kind of. There's contact. Add a bit of manual braking, bring our flaps back in. Harrell is in the house. Bob Das Lama 2 is here. Got one leg left, and it's a fairly decent leg, so. Cyberman Drew is approaching, and they're coming in from behind. So we're just kind of ramble over to the grass here, as was our wont, and watch you guys come in for the landing. So we need this button, followed by this button, and then this button. Buttering the bread, absolutely. We're in the grass. Get out of the grass. There we go. Oh, landing gear right in time. Oh, dude. Uh-oh. It happened. There's always one. As Technical makes his approach. Nicely done. There's the Flyboy 1968. Here's Johnny. There's Nelly. Piggy J-Ro.
Maverick 1 is typed operating the
There's
F-90
Dropovino.
miles west of Antwerp, 400 feet. Request clearance to transition.
Matt C. Triple 8 is away. We'll see you soon, my dude. There's Moving Pigeon. Whack-a-mole.
Squawk 0713.
Squawk 07
Barley 72 is down.
1.
Your man has his landing gear upside down. Quasi Archer's down there. Screen Fly. EL737 RS. There's Rogers RC. Epic Fool is down in the goose. Almost like a carrier landing.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace, Maverick 1.
Answered Brush. Piat 691. Assuring Comet. There's Frozen. Wayland is down. There's Frozen. Super Fluid has made it. CD and Taz is here. Red Dragon is down. WB 1990. There's Cato Comet. Beatable is down. HCB is here. Right boy is down. Andrew Hill, Lonely Path, Cyberman Drew. Well, they're all in together. Cross Country Flyer. As Colonel Fork 85 makes its approach. Oh, there's going to be butter. Smooth. Nicely done, my dude. Fantastic landing. Even with the wind blowing behind you. Fly Darren makes his approach. It's looking good. Nice. Continental Noob. Mr. Z says, a bouncy landing, but survived. There's Sean Lego Man. Nicely done, my dude. Seamus McNeil says, if you haven't already, hit the like button. It helps the channel. Many thanks, Seamus. Monkey says, thanks to Alison on Discord for the flight plans. Very helpful. Indeed. Malgadroid. Draco RPG. Welcome. Cossed 457 Trip says, yo, how to join the game? Run the North Europe server, my dude. I would ask, keep it GA, no airliners, please. Wayne Prefontaine is here. He says, howdy, folks. I'm popping on late today. We still flying, yeah. We're going to be taking off shortly from Antwerp, which is Echo Bravo Alpha Whiskey, and we're going to head over to Paderborn, over in Lippstadt, over in Germany, as Down in Front makes his arrival, as does Jardvark. Wayland is away. We'll see you soon. Caleb, the funny dude, is in the house. Good to see you. There's Rob 691. Emery Yordi, Warhamster with the approach. I take it that's the new beach. There's Cap at 9. Nelly ST is away. You take care, my dude. Lukester 911. Butter landing, my dude. Very nice.
It's probably me, but I cannot.
There's Pilot Peely.
It will not
Aiming
slow down
for
on
that
half
center
flaps, and
line.
at full flaps, it just drops out of the sky. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong.
It says how to join. So you got to go to all players on your sim. Start off from Echo Bravo Alpha Whiskey Airport, which is Antwerp. Jump onto the North Europe server. And then you can ramble in. Caleb says, Murph, what's your favorite plane?
I
Do you
edited
like
my
the
win to make
movie?
it simpler for
The
myself. I
P149 is
set
really
it
nice.
straight down the
Cessna,
runway.
Of course, 172 is fantastic.
I wanted to rule that out. That's good timing.
Sweet. We're all down. I left you in this position. So let's see how long the frames last. So we'll turn off the L nameplates. Wait, what did that say? Aircraft what? Aircraft traffic off. Oh yeah, it's all okay. That's all okay. And that's all okay. Well, the frame's behaving, so we'll take off from the correct direction. We've got ourselves turned around here. So it's over to our little machine here. We're going to go to direct to mode, and the airport is EDLP. Hang on now. Turn you off. So we want to find EDLP. There is E. D. Enter. Activate. Awesome. That's where we're going to next. Ian Smith is away. We'll see you soon. Pilot Peely's away. You take care, my dude. Murph up for some dishwashing this week. You're just not going to know what's going to happen. Now, lights. Need you. So let's turn around here. That was like the world's worst turn. Never try and multitask, Murph. "158 nautical miles to go. We're in for another leg. Yes, we are." So, if you guys are ready, I think I'm ready. Heading mode for this. Let's see how long the frames last. If they do, I'm going to be gobsmacked. Anyway. 1 notch of flaps. Power coming in. We're getting light. Positive rate of climb and indicated. Bring your gear in. Flaps in here as well. That's a sporty takeoff. So we're going to be climbing to 4,000 feet. We want to try and keep this on the runway heading as best we can. Now we shall jump in here, activate the autopilot. We're going to go to heading mode, V speed. And we'll keep a climb here at around 700 feet per minute. That looks good to me. We're looking okay. Scott says, no dramatic effect for this leg. Now we'll turn that on. I have to figure out the camera as well. I've lag everywhere. It's the night of the living lag. Nicholas says, oh, you land in Paderborn. It was near my home city. Nice one, dude. So the test is going to see if the lag comes back and starts doing its thing. But while we're waiting, here's some music. Oh yeah. As we take off from Antwerp with the Fireflies in tow, we're going to be making our way across Belgium over to Germany. So we're going to go left-hand turn all the way over to 180 degrees. Kingsman says computer is lagging, but what's the last leg? Cool. Steve A had a CTD first time in ages, he says. Grr. I know what it's like, my dude. So, over to 090 degrees. Just give ourselves a bit of room to maneuver. So, of all the new aircraft, expected to be released on this platform, we have words of the F-15, there's a Concorde in production, the CRJ, 737s, the airliners, choppers. What's the the biggest aircraft, or your most favorite aircraft, if you like, that you're looking forward to see in the sim? Because we do have there's like a decent enough roundup of aircraft already, but it'd be interesting to see all the new stuff. So what are you most looking forward to? As is Captain John and co-pilot Pickles. Kane Lafford wants Aladdin's flying carpet. Kingsman wants the Spitfire. Yeah, Spitfire is going to be sweet. Or the Spitfire. Warhamster's looking forward to the Spitfire.